Hey Lou, good news. I got all our firewalls replaced. I put in new FortiGates across the board. Got them all set up. Super easy to log in, see the stats and all that stuff. It's been great.
That's fantastic. Fortinet makes great firewalls, but tell me about how you set up the multi-factor authentication.
Oh, I haven't got that done yet. I'll do that next week. I just wanted to get them up and running.
Let's not sleep on that one.
Uh, Another CV of the week.
Another CV of the week.
Uh, It's Friday, June 19th, and this is the IT SPARC Cast CV of the week, where we pick a common vulnerability and exposure entry that you need to know about and how to mitigate ASAP. And today we're actually not talking about a specific CVE, but we are talking about a vulnerability that you need to be aware of, and there is a way to mitigate it. Why don't we get right into it? Lou, tell us what's going on with Fortinet and FortiGate.
Absolutely. So this is hot off the presses, and what we've got here is a number of large enterprise customers have been compromised through their VPNs into their Fortinet networks. The interesting thing about this is, as John mentioned, this is not a CVE. Whatever reason that they're getting in, they are using existing passwords and tokens. So think about that for a second. They have stolen enough data, and these are not small players. These are people like Lenovo and Accenture were on the list, and some other big companies that have this problem. So cyber criminals compromised tens of thousands of Fortinet FortiGate's victims, large enterprises, service providers, government organizations. Attackers exploited previously disclosed Fortinet vulnerabilities and left behind persistent access mechanisms. So I want you to parse that.
Yeah.
You went in, you had a breach, they put in a wedge to keep the door open, you didn't get the wedge. So in many cases, organizations had patched the original vulnerability, but the attacker persistence remained, right? And why is this serious? Obviously, it's your firewall, right? It's your firewall and your VPN. To get through that layer of security. Now, you and I, my friendly listener, both know, if you've been listening to us for any length of time, this should be your first line of defense, not your fortress wall, your first line of defense. Unfortunately, many people have not segmented their network enough to prevent one of these attacks from doing serious damage. So what this compromise gets you: network visibility, credential access, traffic interception, and long-term persistence. Look, patching alone will not remediate you. If a device was exposed before patching, you have to assume compromise, verify no backdoors remain. And when we say that, we say not only do you completely blow this thing away and reload the software, you also have to look at the firmware, the BIOS on this box, right? A lot of network devices, switches are famous for this, right? Have sort of an operating system, and they have a firmware that goes through the boot. You've got to get to that firmware on the boot, right? So you've got to audit all your FortiGate devices now. If you have a FortiGate, finish this video, go audit your FortiGate. You have to review all your administrative accounts and VPN configurations. Basically, you're going to reissue all of your static passwords. Check for unauthorized files, scripts, config changes, right? There shouldn't be any file scripts or configurations in there you do not immediately understand. If they are, nuke them. If you don't know what they are, get rid of them. Rotate credentials with all effective devices. Folks, if you are not running multi-factor authentication, we can't help you. Okay, that's the reality. We cannot help you. MFA is so pervasive and so effective that if you are not running some sort of third-party token generation or FortiGate system, please seek another career path, right?
Yeah.
John, what do you think about this?
So I can understand end user pushback against MFA for logging into email and such. I disagree with it, but I can understand that. we as the IT and security professionals have no excuse, especially when it's something as critical as your firewall. And I would extend that to, any of the IT services. That's your file storage, your HR content, your sales, your CRMs, everything. That should be protected, because that's the entry point, right? That is how these bad guys are going to get in. And yeah, they could get in through sending a spear phishing email or something like that to an individual. But if this is an open gate, this is just rolling the truck in and just causing either massive damage or stealing incredibly valuable information. So absolutely, no doubt, MFA, zero trust. We keep talking about that. All of those things are here to help you. And if you're not implementing them, then what are you even doing?
Segment the living stuffings out of your network, right?
100%.
If an attacker gets into one firewall, they shouldn't be able to own your entire organization. I mean, this is a nasty one, because apparently a lot of folks miss this. Big folks that should know better, right? That should have audited. So yeah, you've got to upgrade to the latest supported firmware, the latest patch level. But right now, if you have a Fortinet and you haven't audited it anytime soon, assume it's compromised.
100%.
Yeah.
Millions have been compromised.
Yes.
That is going to cover this episode. We could do this podcast without listeners like you. We want to hear what you think. Do you think we're maybe blowing this FortiGate issue out of proportion, or do you think that maybe we're not stressing it enough? Do you have two-factor or multi-factor authentication set up for your critical IT infrastructure? Send us an email to feedback@itsparkcast.com, or hit us up on X @ITSparkcast. If you're watching us on YouTube, you can leave a comment down below. We do read every comment and every bit of feedback we get. We respond to most. And if it's particularly interesting or insightful, we will read it out on our broadcast. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. That way you'll never miss a single episode. And we'll be back next time with more information from the world of enterprise IT and security. Take care.
Stay safe out there and audit your systems.